Alright, we rolling.
Whoop, 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 whoop.
Yeah, yeah.
It's your boy! Episode 20.
Nope.
Oh, I got all hyped for nothing.
I just recorded
God
a GoPro.
Alright, it's cool. Episode 20 got that preview.
You remember that take two? You remember that take two?
Take two.
Start when you're ready.
Whoop, whoop, whoop. It's your boy!
It's your boys!
It's your boys, Pat and Drew. Episode 20 of the Quick Sixer podcast. This is a big deal for us, actually. We're in 20 episodes deep right now.
Yep.
And this episode, we're going to start off with a pretty funny story about what kind of beer we're drinking at first.
We're gonna crack them.
We're going to crack them right now. So, right now, it's Deep Elm IPA Ale. This came from fucking St. Louis Street, Dallas, Texas. DeepElmBrewing.com. So, this is actually a funny story. We're going to start with this, how we got this. And then we're gonna go in. Drew has a little story he wants to tell us.
Oh yeah.
And then we're gonna talk about some Memphis shit because you know about that shit. And then talk about some skateboarding. This will all be in the show notes, so you know.
Yeah, we'll give you time codes and stuff. You want to skip ahead and everything to the topics you like.
You know, because we about giving you what you want.
Oh, that head. Damn, you know how to get that head good.
Anyway, so oh yeah, and then we're gonna get into some of the rando shit, some VR later on.
Virtual reality.
Virtual.
You know, we know we like to live in that virtual life.
You know, but so Deep Elm IPA. Funny story how we got this. This episode particularly is gonna be dedicated to our boy Dan Eads because he's the first time he'd hook us up with some free brew. And that's what's up. So Dan, he hit me up and he was like, "Yo, dude, I'm gonna send you some Texas beer. It'll be rad and you'll love it." I was like, "Yeah, free beer,
of course,
what we do." So anyway,
appreciate it.
Yeah, appreciate it, Dan. Thoughtful, my dude. Anyway, so he tries to send it and it takes like an abnormal amount of time to get here, right? And he made me pick like between 3 different kinds of 6-packs. Okay? And I'm like, oh, that one sounds cool, that one sounds cool, that one sounds cool. And then he's like, alright, I'll get you what I can find. I was like, alright, rad. So, I get a notification from our place, our apartment saying, oh yeah, not your beer, you have a box.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, rad, probably Dan, I didn't order shit. So, I walk upstairs, get the box, come back. The box is all fucked up. All right, it looked like Ludo from Lab has been chewing on it.
Damn.
Like,
no.
Yeah, it was drooly. All right, so joint's been through the gutter.
Yeah.
And I open it up, and what I see inside, I was expecting like a lot, but it was like didn't feel like a lot in there. So I open it up. It's just like crumpled up newspaper and 5 cans of beer. Five. And only 4 of them have liquid in them. There's just an empty, someone drank that shit, throwing it in. I wish I could make this shit up, but for real. But props to our boy Dan. You know, Quick Sixer loves that shit.
That's funny, man.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, well, we got 4 beers, 2 of them, which we're going to drink during this episode, so that's awesome.
Yeah, and I mean, it's pretty good. I mean, I'm not about really IPA life that much, but I mean, this shit,
that tastes pretty
it
good.
looks like that seawater, but it's like pretty nice. You know what I'm saying? Seawater.
That
Texas
brackish,
seawater.
that brackish.
It's that rust color.
Oh.
This that Detroit water. That's fun.
Okay.
What up, Detroit?
Yeah. But, so yeah, this is our first, like, okay, so we shout out to Texas for brewing a beer that we
Props
got to
to
drink.
Texas.
Shout out to Dan for giving it to us.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. I don't really know too much about Texas. I've only been there once to visit a family. Like,
did you not drive through on your way out?
Yeah, I did. I stayed there a few times. I've been there a few times. Okay, but did I ever tell you that I have a great uncle who's a millionaire?
No.
Okay.
That's kind of random.
It is kind of random, and I mean I'm not gonna talk shit because he's not my like blood uncle. He's married.
He's one of those uncles.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I went to visit, and this is funny to us because I don't know if your mom was like this, but my mom like didn't like me skateboarding because she thought I'd get hurt and shit, you know, whatever.
Complete opposite.
Okay. Well, so I wanted. It was like right in the peak. Like I was like 13 or whatever when I went to visit them. It was like the peak of my skateboarding. Like I want to skate all the time, every day.
Okay.
So I was like, Mom, can I bring my skateboard to this trip? And she says, No, you can't. They don't allow skateboards on the plane. Straight up
Trying
lied
to
to
play
me.
you that?
Straight up lied to me.
It's freaking me out.
Scaring
Yeah, because of Gabe.
you? Oh. Shout out to Gabe.
Dropping your name, bro.
Okay, so she straight up told me that I couldn't bring my skateboard. And so I get out there.
Yeah.
I see we
What part of Texas is this? Texas is fucking huge.
You're right. It is about an hour south of Dallas.
I feel like that's an accurate thing
It's like in
to
the
say.
yeah.
I'm just gonna say it's probably in the desert.
It's in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
Literally, the name of the city was like bootleg. Like it was like. It was like.
How you gonna be in bootleg Texas?
So
I can't even with that.
So but we stay at the place, and guess the first thing I see, driving from the airport, a skate park.
Skate park. Yeah.
And it's amazing.
Yeah, it's Texas. They have like a good skate scene.
It's Texas.
Yeah.
Big skate park.
Of
Everything
course.
bigger in Texas. You know, the boy had his fingerboard though, and he brought his favorite VHS tapes. That's my story for.
Were you watching Daniel Live at that time? Yeah, right.
No, I was watching a Progressive.
Oh,
Remember those Logic?
Logics are good.
Progressive
That's that Euro shit.
Mm-hmm.
Man.
But
That's what's up, though. I mean, shout outs to Texas, and Dan and Heather. Those are our homies.
Mm-hmm.
You guys ever make it out here? Obviously, we'll have you on the show.
yeah,
Obviously, we'll probably be staying here, but that's what's up. But yeah, so I mean, there's lots of stuff in skateboarding we want to cover after this, but we're gonna go. Drew's been. We haven't been hanging out that much in the last couple weeks because we've been super busy.
Mm-hmm.
Drew's been on some shit. He's got lots of projects brewing.
Oh, lots of projects.
Stressing.
Ooh, it's real stressful.
I've been doing some shit that leaves me in the car for 4 hours a day, and on the other parts of the day, I'm crunching numbers and whatnot.
Damn,
which is cool.
get that 9 to 5.
Ooh, really.
Ugh.
But yeah, so that's what's happening with that. But so Drew went out of town, and we talked about it recently. And I mean, oh man, I don't even know.
You
just
get into it.
Yeah. I
Right.
can't even. I don't even know.
So I recently experienced burning a bridge.
Woo!
Oh my god! If you know me, you know that's pretty fucking hard to do. It's hard to burn a bridge with me, because I feel like just short of you fucking me over completely, I could work it out with you in some way, right?
Yeah.
You know me.
Me and you have never gotten in a fight. So
Exactly. Because I don't like
really
confrontations. I don't really like get into it. But anyway, I'm gonna try to make the story concise because make it short so I can vent about it.
Okay.
So this is what happened.
Yeah.
All right. So when I first moved out here, I met this person who was starting a documentary, and it was their first documentary, and I offered consultation. I was like, hey, I'll help you out, give you free advice, whatever you want. I'm a film editor. That's what I do for a living. So there was no preconceived other notions about what I do or whatever. They saw me as a film editor, right?
Okay.
So we did. Over the course of the past 3 years, I've offered her advice and all that stuff. And recently, she got into some drama with her editor, where he ran off, dipped out on her, and it was like really fucked up. So she was asking for advice, and the advice went from being about the documentary to business advice. So I'm like, okay, so I'll help her out as much as I can, but I don't really know too much about any of this stuff that you're going through, and I'm really sorry, but whatever. So I help her out. She emails me back and says, hey, thank you. So all this stuff is going on. It's settling down, and I'm looking for a new editor. Now, to note, this project and this director has never offered, never asked me if I wanted to edit the project. Okay, that's really important.
It's important.
It's important. She's never asked me to edit the project. She's never asked if I'd be interested or anything like that. But we have worked together before, so she knows my workflow. She knows what I'm capable of and all that stuff. So I get an email from her while I was out of town.
Yeah.
She's from LA. She's in LA. I get an email from her. It says, "Hey, all that stuff's settling down, and I'm looking for a new editor." She lines out. She describes what the status of the project.
Okay.
She describes it, very specific, and she says, and she specifies the kind of editor she wants. So she's talking about their experience, what they're capable of, all this stuff, da. And then she says, "Could you recommend anyone?" Now, I know what you're thinking. Well, actually, I don't know what you're thinking. I'm just going to go ahead and say this.
Mm-hmm.
You do not ask a working professional for other working professionals' information without already offering them the job and them turning it down. That's the only scenario. That's the only scenario that you are allowed to say, "Hey, I know you're not interested in my project. Could you recommend somebody?"
Of course.
Okay, scenario. Pat, if you walked into an interview and the boss said, "Oh, that's great, Pat. Thanks for all the help that you've given me, and you seem like you're very capable. Could you recommend some of your competition to me?" No.
But like it hasn't happened to me though.
Exactly. But
it's a thing. Which it shouldn't be a thing.
It's not. It shouldn't be a thing. It's a very unprofessional thing to do. And I know. Okay, so now I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, well, maybe she was subtly asking you to recommend yourself. No, she wasn't. And I read it 10 times. I made sure for a fact that she was not subtly asking. She wasn't.
Yeah.
She straight up specified what kind of editor she wants, and it wasn't me. And I made sure I looked over that, and and even if this was the case, like, you wouldn't say, "Hey, I'm not interested in hiring you, but could you hire somebody? Could you tell me who I could hire?" Because that's fucked up too. That's a very fucked up way to say, "Hey, you're not the person I'm looking for, but da 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 da," because it's just fucked up. You just don't do that.
Yeah.
So anyway, I made sure that I wasn't. I was a little upset, and I know
you were a lot upset.
I was a lot upset.
He was a lot upset.
I thought that maybe it was just a miscommunication, right? I know that was maybe just a miscommunication, and I, misread into it or whatever. And I was thinking, okay, maybe she is asking me, but like it was just too beneath me to say, "Oh, I can recommend myself," because she didn't specify, me as the editor, right?
Yeah. So
it's like, I decided, you know what? I'm going to say I can help you no longer. Like I can help you no further. I'm sorry, I can't recommend an editor for you unless you have already offered me the job. Because, that's just not how you do things. So then you really distract me while you're looking off. So I said, I can't help you no further.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I hope you all the best. I wish you the best for your project, and that's a dream job for whoever you get to work on.
Yeah.
And so she didn't like that. She didn't like that I wouldn't help her out. So she says, "Drew, there's a big miscommunication. No, she didn't say that. She said, "Drew, first mistake. You're in the running too."
She said first mistake?
No, first mistake. I'm saying this was the first mistake she made.
Oh.
She said, "Drew,
so this chick didn't tell you outright from the beginning. Why would she tell you now, after she's asked you for other people, "Oh, you're in the running too, but fuck you, I want more options than you. You're my last resort"?
Oh.
Is that yeah?
Okay. So you're getting the gist. So here we go. Yeah. So she says that, and then she follows it up by the second mistake. She says, "I thought you wouldn't be interested."
Oh.
Did you ask me if I was interested?
No. It didn't sound like it.
Did you mention that I was in the running? No. So she's already like contradicted herself, right?
Okay.
Then she says, I thought your budget was too high. And this is on the same email. So she's giving me 3 excuses that are completely different from one another.
Hell no.
She says, then I thought your rate was too high. And I was like, okay, so if my rate was too high, why would I be in the running too? And if I was in the running too, why would I recommend other editors?
Right?
And if I wasn't interested, first off, how would you know? You've never asked me. We've never had a conversation about me working on this film. Ever. But I have been helping her this whole time, so clearly I'm interested.
Yeah.
Right?
Of course.
Okay. So that was her first mistake, is responding like that. But she topped it off by saying, I can't believe that you feel so entitled to just be handed the job.
Ooh, entitlement.
Ooh, first off, who the fuck said anything about being entitled to the job?
Entitlement. Love that word.
She just didn't understand what I meant by saying I can't give you another editor's, information unless the job's been offered to me, because that's just business. I'm sorry, I'm not gonna hand you competition.
No,
and
that's true.
So anyway, so that got me riled up, and then I started going at it, and I was just like, look, this is all the things I've done for this project. This is all this stuff. I don't feel entitled to the job. I can't answer those questions because of the situation. And I cleared up everything. I said, that is not my rate. That is not, we never talked about being interested, if I was interested, and we didn't do this. And I said, I just can't do this any further, and whatever. And then that's when I brought up what I've done for the project. I was like, look, I've offered you all this consultation, which you've never offered compensation for.
There you go.
And I've answered all these questions, done all these things for you. I've even given you business advice, and now you're doing this. Now you're asking me to recommend jobs. It doesn't matter what excuses you just made. It doesn't matter. It's a clear professional thing for you to say, hey, look, I need to make sure that if you're interested in the job. If you're not, I'd like you to offer. You have to make that clear. You have to make it clear that person